Dear students, today we are going to discuss about the memories used in digital circuits. So, programmable logic devices (PLDs) is an electronic component used to build the reconfigurable digital circuit. Unlike a logic gate, which has a fixed function, a programmable logic device has an undefined function at the time of the manufacture. Before the PLD can be used in a circuit, it must be programmed. It should be configured. So, here you can see different types of PLDs. We are going to study the PLDs: ROM, read only memories; PLA, programmable logic array; PAL, programmable array logic; FPGA, that is field programmable gate array. In your syllabus we will be discussing the first three: ROM, PLA, PAL. So let us see first of all what is read only memory. Now in digital systems, basically there are two types of memory: RAM and ROM. Random access memory, RAM. You already know that RAM and ROM you have already studied. So we know that RAM is a place in a computer where the operating system, application programs and data in current are used to kept so that they can be quickly reached by the computer's processes. Random access memory, in this you can write the data, you can read the data from it. It is used randomly. Second type of memory is read only memory. ROM is a type of memory that is as fast as RAM, but it has two important differences. It cannot be changed and it retains its contents even when the computer power is shut off. It is used to start your computer up and load the operating system and to save some data permanently, which should not get changed. Now examples of programmable logic array are PAL, PLA, FPGA. This we have already discussed. So now we come to the read only memory. You can see the diagram of read only memory. See, there are three diagrams. First diagram is the M by N memory organization, M by N columns. It means that M number of columns and N number of rows. M number of rows and N number of columns, and total N bits can be stored per word. How many words should be there? Total M number of rows is equal to M number of words. जितने number of rows है उतने number of words होंगे. Each word contains N bits because N columns are there. So a ROM is built out of an array of semiconductor devices such as diodes, BJT and FET interconnected to from and the AND or arrays. The AND array is essentially a decoder circuit. We will see how this circuit is used and how it is built. So ROM is a read-only memory. It is a memory that can be read from but not typically written to during execution of any program or any embedded system. So the first diagram we have already discussed, M by N memory, M number of rows and N number of columns, which says that N number of bits can be stored in per location or per row or per word. Now the second diagram this second diagram is the ROM block diagram. Here it is 2 raised to k by n ROM. So one input signal is enable. There are input signal and output signal A0, A1, A2 up to AK minus 1. Total k input lines are there. N number of bits can be stored. So output is Q0, Q1 up to Qn minus 1. So total n number of outputs will be there. The third diagram is RAM block diagram. So 2 raised to k into by n means here it is a control signal read or write. Either read operation will be performed or write operation will be performed. Enable signal, if enable signal is high, then only any type of operation can be performed. So these are the input lines, these are the output lines. A0 to AN1 are the values, these are the initialization. I0 to IN1. N number of bits can be read out, can be written, can be read. Now we will see what is there in the ROM circuit. So see, this is the ROM internal circuit. As we have already said that it needs a decoder, we have used here 3 to 8 decoder. It means 1, 2, 3 input lines and 8 output lines. These are wired OR circuits. These are data lines. These are data lines. Then Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3 are the output. Here this is the connection between a row and a column. Row and a column. Row and a column. This is word 0, word 1, word 2, word 3, like that. Word is 7. This is our data line. Wired OR. Now in this way we can see that there may be n input address line and input data line. These two lines means address lines, data lines. As here we have seen address lines, and this is data input, data output. Address line, data output. No data input is there in the ROM. This is the difference. Input lines are not available in the ROM because this is only the read only memory. Here we can input data, means we can write data, because this is random access memory, read write memory. We have seen the internal diagram. Also we have seen the input address line, input data lines and data array. So in this way, this is the data array arrangement. This diagram, this is the block diagram of the upper one. Now we will see how many types of read-only memory is there. ROM. It is also known as mask ROM. Mask ROM means the data cannot be changed once a data is stored in the mask ROM. Masking is done. So ROM contains the permanent data. Nobody can change the data. Second type is PROM, programmable read-only memory. The data can be programmed. Here EPROM, erasable programmable read-only memory. The data stored already can be erased and reprogrammed. EEPROM or E-square ROM, it means electrically erasable programmable read-only memory. The data can be erased electrically using any device and can be reprogrammed. Next type is UV EEPROM. The data can be erased using ultraviolet rays, UV, EEPROM. Ultraviolet, erasable, programmable, read only memory. So these were different types of ROM. In the next class we will be studying the PLA, PAL, and we will draw some special functions using PAL and PLA. So my questions are: write different types of memories used in the computer. Write another types of read only memory. You can answer the questions in the group.